Okay, so
So now I introduce Stathis. It's my pleasure to introduce you all to the Friday Sedona Method Support Call. And Stathis is your host today. Stathis is a transformational coach. He's completed the Sedona Method Facilitator Training course, I think more than just once. And and he started his coaching practice because he's so inspired by our ability to let go of emotional suffering in an easy and simple way. That's your introduction.
thank you, Stephen. Thank you all for being here. It's great to be with you. And let us begin. Does anyone have any question or wants to share anything about the Sedona method or any gain, or does anyone want to release on any specific topic? So, if there is any question, sharing or assistance, you can go on and either raise your hand or talk directly. Or if anyone wants to, okay. Hello, Jacob.
Hey, well, um, this one thing has been coming up for me a lot lately where I, I guess it's just a feeling of stuckness. It kind of feels oh, am I gonna have to release forever? Is this ever gonna be over with? And of course, I love it and it's good. But it sort of seems like every day it's never ending. Like there's more that comes up today, and then I get to something and I feel peace, and then there's more, and
Okay,
yeah, thanks.
so uh, is there any resistance to releasing in this moment?
Yeah, there is a little bit.
Yeah, I'm asking that because uh, whenever there is resistance, there can also be a feeling of stuckness. Just a moment, I want to ping you. Okay, good. There can be a feeling of stuckness. And there can also be a situation of stuckness in our life. So, uh, I've been releasing for years, and still I continue releasing. And I would consider that good news actually, because releasing can be something very enjoyable. But when we feel that we have to do it, we must do it, we should do it, there is some resistance. And then we start feeling that we don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. So, would you like to release on that resistance?
Yeah, I definitely would like to, and I definitely have that feeling like I have to do it
Hmm.
with releasing and really all spiritual practices. Feels like I have to do it.
Hmm. Okay, so there is a point here because Hale says that we don't have to do it all the time. He says us release when you release and hold on when you hold on. And if we hold on when we hold on, that can cause also release. It can be used also as a technique. When we say no, I don't want to release, and we allow ourselves to hold on for a moment, then we see that it is uncomfortable and we are more likely to release. So, for sure, it's not something that we have to do. And even without any releasing, we are whole, enough and complete as we are. So it is just a matter of choice to release whenever we do. Now, sometimes we might think, for example, that we have to release all the time or to make releasing constant. But Hale has said that that can be a burden instead of an aid. So in this moment, would you like to do some releasing?
Yeah. Is the background noise too much for you guys?
No, it's not too much, at least for me.
Okay. All right.
I don't have any problem with that.
All
So,
right. Yeah. Sure. Cool.
okay. So, could you welcome that sense that you have to release?
Yes.
And could you also welcome any resistance that goes with that?
Yeah.
Would you allow yourself to resist releasing as much as you do?
Yes.
And in this moment, and as best you can, could you let go of resisting as best you can?
Yeah. I could do that.
Would you let it go?
Yeah.
When?
Now.
And could you allow yourself to release when you release and hold on when you hold on?
Yep. I could do that.
Good. So how does it feel right now?
Good. It definitely feels more open, and I look forward to holding on in the future.
So is there anything that you would like to hold on in this moment?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
So could you allow yourself to hold on?
Yeah.
Could you grab it tightly as much as you can?
Yeah.
And could you do it even more?
Yes.
And now there's some releasing happening, huh? Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when there is some resistance to releasing or some wanting to hold on, you can do that. If you want to do something, or you can do simply nothing, just notice whatever is apparently happening.
What was the first thing that you said before you said you can do that?
Just allow yourself to hold on or grab the
Okay.
feeling as tightly as you can.
Okay.
And how?
Thanks.
Okay, good. Thank you too.
Yeah.
Does it feel complete?
I'm not really sure how. No, it feels like the releasing could go on forever.
Okay. And could you welcome that? Could you welcome
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And could that be an expectation?
Yeah.
And could you welcome that expectation?
Yes.
And could you let it go away? Could you let go of wanting to believe that?
Yeah.
So how is it now?
Feels more neutral now.
Ah, perfect. So is there anything else?
No, I think I can just stop there.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
So who else has something that they would like to ask, sir, or get assistance with? Hello, we are.
Shall I ask you something?
Of course.
I just thought of it.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, by the way.
Nice to see you too. Yeah.
Well, it's not really urgent, but maybe it's nice to explore it. I am sometimes shy to show things to the world. For example, I made paintings and drawings, and everybody says, "Oh, you should do something with it, and they're really nice, etc." And but I'm really shy, and I can't imagine doing that, or is it a bit clear?
Yeah. Okay. So that thing that you are shy, are you
Hmm.
shy in this moment?
Um, well, not in the sense that I ask you something that is
Yeah.
a sign of not shyness, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's always this like, ooh, I should not be too, you know, visible or.
Mhm. Okay. So let us begin with something basic. Is there any resistance to going public?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Hmm. So could you welcome that resistance?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's weird because I find it harder to welcome than, for example, like fear or anger. Welcome resistance, like maybe the feeling in the stomachs to, yeah, the feeling in the stomach, like ooh, this feeling. I can welcome that. Yeah.
And could you set it free?
I think I could. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think I can.
Would you set it free?
Yes, I would.
Hmm. When?
Uh, uh, like, yeah, I would like to let it go now.
Good. So
Mhm.
if you see in your mind's eye yourself, exposing to people Your drawings, your paintings, what's the first thought or feeling that comes up as you see that, as you visualize that?
Mm. Yeah, like a little bit like stress, or yeah. And then I see, well, that is not so beautiful as, you know.
Yeah. So there is some criticism
Oh, but that
about
is a
the painting.
yeah, but I know that is a coping thing,
Okay.
a form of resistance, or
Okay.
so I say, oh, they're not good enough.
So even if it feels like a coping mechanism, would you be open to welcoming and releasing that criticism that it is not good enough, that it is not, that it does not deserve to be seen by other people?
Yeah.
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 So
It's not up to me, right? Who am I to deny these little creatures their existence in the world? When you ask the questions, I can feel very clearly that I can let it go. Yet I'm making some sort of crazy excuses. That's very clear.
So is there any advantage to holding on to those excuses?
No, then I won't get hurt.
Okay. So there is some expectation that you will get hurt.
Yes.
And would you like to hold on to that, or would you like to release that?
I would like to release that.
So would you welcome it? Is that
Yes.
welcome here?
Yes.
Is that expectation of harm what's apparently happening?
Yes, it is.
And is it coming from any wanting approval, control, security, separation, or oneness?
Yeah, especially security.
And could you welcome wanting security?
Yes.
And is there any wanting to hold on to that expectation or fear of harm, or hold it away?
Sorry, is there any what?
Any wanting to hold
wanting?
on to it or hold it away?
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
So would you welcome that?
Yeah.
And could you welcome any sense that it is personal? That possibly harm is about you and them. Would you welcome that?
Yeah.
And could you let go of wanting or expecting that to happen?
Yes.
And could you hold in mind a positive outcome, whatever that means?
Yes.
And could you welcome that which is beyond all harm? Could you welcome that which cannot be harmed?
Yeah.
Mm. And could you welcome it even more?
Yeah.
Mm. And check and see, how does that, which is beyond all harm, perceive that fear of harm?
Yeah.
Mm.
With a great, acceptance, compassion, love.
So could you welcome that love and acceptance and compassion?
Yeah.
Mm. And could you allow that to shine everywhere?
Yeah.
Mm. So how does it feel right now?
I feel more calm and um, spacious.
Mhm.
And that it's a more natural.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So thank you.
Okay.
Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Oh, παρακαλώ. Thank you.
Yeah, it was really nice. It's always so calming, and when you're calm, there's basically nothing that is
Holding you back.
or there's nothing that is really a problem,
Yes.
and everything flows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Barbara, you have your hand?
Yeah, I'd like assistance, but I'd like to say something to Wea. You got to get that artistry out there. I met an artist this morning, and she, I extra specially got up for her, and she paints animals. And yeah, she's out there all over, and you got to get out there, with your painting. It just happens to be that I met an artist this morning. I especially got up for her. That's why I'm dead tired today. But I wanted to meet her, so yeah. Yeah, my thing is my teeth are really bothering me. I have a real situation with my teeth. And when I get really tired, I get really frustrated. And I'm pretty tired today. And also, I get mad because, for instance, I'm working with people, and some are for free and some are for money. Yesterday, I had 2 clients that were paid, and that was really nice. But not continuous clients. And then I notice other people I'm working with, or people who promise to work with me, they go to Dr. Joe Dispenza, or they go to John Assarath. Me, they want for free, but they go to all these people. And then I'm pissed. I'm mad,
Mm-hmm.
And so I get like kind of jealous and mad and pissed, because they'll take my services, if Barbara offers it for free, whatever, or even the exchange that I haven't gotten yet. Yeah.
Okay.
And that makes me mad and angry and frustrated. And today I don't know, I guess because my teeth, because I have an infection and have problems with both teeth on the right and left. I couldn't get my homeopathic meds. I was too tired to go. And yeah, and then when I'm tired and with the problems with teeth, my energy just goes. And then when I hear people going to somebody else simultaneously, then I go, I give up. And I get really mad. And I go, that's it. I don't want to do it anymore. And, I just get like really aggravated, Yeah, that's where I am. Yesterday I was in a happy mood with after the clients, And then today when I get tired, I go, yeah. Yeah, so that's where I am. Very frustrated and tired. And
So are you wanting to give up right now?
well, I can't because I put up a show tonight for animal communication because that's what my partner says. I have to do this every day now. So I can't. I got to get on tonight.
Okay, you
I got to
can,
go
but
live tonight. So I don't have a choice. I put it up that I'm doing it, even if I didn't promote it. Oh, and speaking of that, I was afraid to promote it today. Speaking of that, I was sitting there going, but who am I going to invite now? I have a small group that I restarted. I probably have a bunch of groups that I started in the last 10 years, but I just restarted one of them of many of them. Yeah. And so I didn't promote it really, so I probably sit there by myself today. But I just want to say one thing. A lady that I was working with yesterday, she said, I stayed up all night listening to all your animal communication videos with your partner. I said, are you kidding? She goes, no, I was staying up all night. I was like, where did you find them? So you never know who listens to it 2 years later, But then I'm thinking, oh, tonight I'm going to be there by myself because I didn't promote it. I was shy like Via was. I was like, who am I supposed to promote this to?
So Barbara,
So, yeah.
As you
I'm all
share
over.
all that, could you notice what the feeling is behind that story?
I'm just tired, sad, frustrated. Yeah.
And could that be welcomed?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is there any wanting to fix it, change it, control it, hold on to it, or hold it away?
All of it.
So could you welcome that?
Yes.
And if there is any sense that it is personal about you or who you are, could you welcome that too?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it feels like it's all a waste of time,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just,
And right now, isn't that a thought?
yeah.
Yeah. So could it be welcomed here?
Yes.
And does that thought feel real?
Unfortunately, right now it feels very real.
So could you welcome how real it feels?
Yes.
And could you allow it to be as unreal as it is?
I can try. I can't say yes or no to that
Okay.
one.
So could you be open at least to the possibility that it might not be so real as it seems?
I'm open to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And could you welcome how real it seems to be?
Yeah.
And could you allow it to be as unreal as it is? Or could you at least be open to the possibility of it?
Yes.
And could you let go of the desire to believe that it is real?
Yes.
So how is it now?
I feel like a deep sense of sadness. It's probably also because I'm tired, So, yeah. And there's still little not so much, but there's still a little sense of frustration how I work with these people and then they go somewhere else. Like that really aggravates me, That's like a slap in the face, or to a Tony Robbins or whatever,
Mhm.
and yeah, that just really gets to me.
Okay. So have you tried doing the cleanup procedure?
No, I haven't done it on this. No.
Yeah. That would be a good idea, I believe.
So you mean to do it on every person, or to do it with these top-notch people, like the cleanup with being jealous of Tony Robbins or John Astor
No, no,
or
no, 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 no.
Joe
Uh,
Dispenza?
uh, uh, with your people, not with Tony
Oh, with the
Robbins, but
people.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I could do that.
yeah.
That's an idea. Yeah. All right. It's like the question is, if you guys feel tired, do you just take a break, or what would you do? Just take a break, I guess.
Well, it depends. Sometimes I take a break, sometimes
Mhm.
not. But to my experience, the problem is not tiredness, is resistance. And yes, when we are tired, resistance can be more there.
Yeah, no, when I get tired, I get really bitchy. So, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you too. Okay. So, does anyone else want to ask anything or share something or get assistance with? Hello, Stephen.
Yeah, I liked the answer that you just gave Barbara about the feeling of tired. It's really the resistance to being tired. Yeah, and I just wanted to share, I have a new part-time job. It's a very simple job working in a supermarket. And because I'm just starting this, I have the absolutely simplest, most mindless job in the supermarket, really, which is just to stand near the self-checkout machines and greet people, but also step in when they have problems.
Mhm.
And I find it to be 100% meditation all the time. I'm just standing there, aware of everything going on around me. And I'm supposed to give the official corporate greeting, if you will. They want us to be cheerful and friendly, but for me, this is sometimes not really appropriate. People are just doing their thing, so it's enough just to say, give a hand signal, welcome. This is your place, use this machine, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just the most interesting thing is the way that time passes. It passes very slowly if you're always looking at the clock, right?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
if you just allow yourself to be absorbed with the flow of people moving around, then the time actually moves along in a very natural way.
Yeah.
But it's the resistance that you see, and people are showing this constantly in the supermarket also, because they're looking for the shortest line, the best advantage, but which is just really causing nervousness to themselves and those around them. And then other people are taking the opposite strategy. Because I work in a stupor market. It's a commercial space, and it's designed to create a stupor, which is a state of just overwhelm and almost zombification. So people very often don't know where they are. I have to, oh, it's time to use your machine. Come. But also it's just a sort of a natural, how can you say? To simply remain present in the whole environment, really, is just the balancing act of meditation, if you will. And actually, one woman came up to me yesterday. She said, I want your job. You just get paid to stand there. Like, yes. So I thought I'd share that just to sort of a bit of, I'll let you go on with the call, but that was just my contribution. Yeah.
Thanks, but would you like to ask some questions on that? Or if you don't, that's absolutely fine. That's again.
The one thing that does need to be released is that, yes, I do get irritated with people for being asleep, if you will. Do you know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
I do find myself becoming irritated in a very mild way. Yeah, I find it mildly irritating to deal with people who are very unconscious.
Okay.
Because that's the other part of it, Yeah. Very often people come to me to ask questions, but they, and I'm hearing English words, you understand me, but they're not really making sense. They're not really forming complete thoughts, I have to stand. Oh, so what are you telling me? You don't want to buy that thing. Oh, okay, good. Give it to me. Thank you very much. You're done. And it's just like this, you see. And, sometimes you just sort of, you shake your head. It's like, really? How can you go through life like this? Are you serious?
Okay.
So that does happen sometimes, yeah.
So, could you find the one who feels irritated?
Even that is just a mood that comes and goes, really.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That might be good for now.
So thank you, Stephen. So, who's next? Okay, Riva. You're muted. You're muted.
So many choices. Okay, I'd like to, Stephen will appreciate this. I'd like to release on technology.
Oh, okay.
My frustrations with technology and just not wanting to deal with it.
Okay. So that not wanting to deal with it, is that welcomed here?
No, I feel like I should deal with it.
Okay. Okay. And that should, is it helping or is it creating resistance?
It's creating resistance.
Yeah. And can you find the one who should or should not deal with technology?
I can find the mind body.
Hmm. And are you a body mind?
No, I'm not the body mind. So the should is lifted, and I still don't want to deal with it.
Okay. You said you want or you don't want?
I do not want to.
You don't, yeah.
It makes me feel helpless, angry, frustrated, enraged,
Yeah.
all of the above.
So could there be a belief behind all that? That somehow you can't do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't do it alone. I have to either pay for somebody or go get help.
Okay.
But actually, I have no real interest in doing it.
Hmm.
I just want the results.
Okay. So, hmm, may I share my thoughts about the issue?
Sure.
Would that be appropriate?
Well, it releasing, and that so it's up to you. What would feel appropriate to you? I'm
Yeah.
fine if you want to share.
So I will share a perspective and we are going to release on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So technology, things like that, is learned by trial and error. You do something, you see if it's working, and if it's not, you try something else, and you learn in that way. But when there is a belief that I cannot do it, you stop while this trial and error happens.
Agreed.
So I think it would be highly beneficial to get rid of that belief, I cannot do it.
Okay.
Or release it. So could you welcome that sense that says, I cannot do it?
Yes.
Hmm. And could you welcome all the evidence that seems to point out that you cannot do it?
Yes.
Yeah. And could you welcome any wanting to prove it, defend it,
Yes.
justify it, explain it?
Yes.
And could you also welcome how personal it feels?
Yes.
Hmm. And could you let go of wanting to believe that again?
Yes.
Yeah. And if that belief was completely gone, if there was no belief that you cannot do it, then how would you feel? How would you think? What would be here?
A sense of freedom.
Yeah. And is
But
that
I
what?
still probably wouldn't want to spend my time doing it, but there'd be a sense of freedom.
Say it again.
There would be a big sense of freedom, and I still probably wouldn't want to spend my time doing it.
Okay. So, can you see how that is an expectation?
I can.
Yeah. And have you ever expected something that turned not to be true?
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
God.
So, could you welcome that sense that you are not going to want to do it?
Yes.
Yeah. And could you also welcome the freedom?
Yes.
And could you welcome any sense that you want to do it?
Yes.
Yeah. And could you welcome the freedom, which is the freedom to do it or not to do it, as we
Yes.
choose? And could you also welcome the belief that you have a problem?
Yes.
Yeah. And all the planning for that problem.
Yes.
Yeah. And how does it feel right now?
I'm still have some resistance.
Okay, so is that welcome here?
Yes.
Yeah. And are you wanting to fix or change that resistance?
Yes.
And is that welcomed here?
Yes.
And does that resistance feel personal?
Yes.
And could you also welcome that?
Yes.
Yeah. And could that be resistance be okay? Just for now.
Yes.
Yeah. And could it be that you are free with the resistance?
Yes.
Yeah. And could you also notice or see how the freedom perceives that resistance?
Yes.
Yeah. So how is it now?
It's quieter.
Mhm.
Um, there's still some resistance, but that's okay. There's some anger.
Ah. So could you welcome the anger?
Yes.
Mhm. And could you see yourself in your mind's eye expressing that anger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm expressing it.
Yeah. You're not. You're just thinking of it. You
Right.
don't have to express it.
If thinking of it, yes. Expressing it in my thoughts.
Yeah. And could you let that anger go?
Yes.
Would you let it go?
Yes.
Yeah. When?
Now.
No. And could you welcome love?
Could I welcome what?
Love.
That's a goal. That's a that was very loaded. Yes, I could welcome love.
And could you sign that love to the body mind?
Could I assign it?
Could you shine? Shine.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And to all the gadgets.
Oh, you want me to love those gadgets?
Just
Yes,
shine the
I
love.
can love those gadgets. They do good things. Yes.
Yeah. And could you love the resistance?
Yes.
Yeah. So how is it now?
I'm at a stopping spot.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you very much. So we have 6 minutes left. Or more, who knows? Is there anyone who has something to ask, share, or get assistance with?
Hi, Stathis.
Hi, Lisa.
I'm in a very loud place. I don't know if my sound is okay to do it with you. So,
It is okay. It is okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I would love to do some releasing on deserving.
Okay. So, is there any sense that you are not deserving anything?
Yes.
Yeah. And could that be a feeling or a thought?
Yes.
Yeah. And would you like to release that thought?
Yes.
Mm. So, just as a first step, could you be present with that feeling of not deserving?
Yes.
Mm. And does it come from any wanting, approval, control, security, separation, or oneness?
Control, security, wellness.
Mm. So, could you welcome all those?
Okay.
Mm. And could you welcome any wanting to get rid of that not deserving feeling?
Yes.
Could you welcome any wanting to fix it, change it, control it?
Yes.
And could you welcome any sense that it is personal about you or who you are?
Yes.
Yeah. And could you be open at least to the possibility that we are neither deserving or undeserving?
Yes.
We are that which is.
We are what?
Which is.
We are which is.
Yeah.
Oh, uh-huh. The deserving or not deserving is not who we are.
Yes. Yeah. It is like a label that we put on ourselves. Oh, you deserve that. Oh, I don't deserve that. It is not who we are.
Yes, I can imagine.
Yeah. And could you welcome any story attached to that belief that says I'm not deserving something? And you don't have to tell that story. Just welcome it.
Okay.
Mm. And could you welcome any wanting to change the story.
Okay.
Would you welcome any sense that this story is about you or who you are?
Okay.
And could you welcome any wanting to either repeat the story again and again or forget it?
Oh, oh. Yes. Okay.
So how is it now?
I feel more present and
Mhm,
kind of like a more strong energy in my body,
mhm.
and less fearful.
Okay. Yeah. Is there any remaining fear?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Some strands, a little strand.
yeah. And it's releasing in this moment, isn't it?
It is releasing.
Yeah. So could you let it release? You don't have to do anything with it.
Yes, I can let it release now.
So how is it now?
I feel more calm for sure.
Mhm. So could you welcome that feeling of calmness?
Yes.
Mhm. And could you just sit back into that calmness? And could you allow yourself to enjoy it?
Okay.
Mm. And is there any remaining sense that you don't deserve?
It doesn't feel particularly relevant right now.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it is relevant. It's not relevant.
Its relevance is that it's not relevant.
No,
Is that-
it is irrelevant.
Oh, yes, it's
Yeah,
irrelevant.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's irrelevant.
yeah.
Amazing.
Did you say anything?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you too. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Stathis, for hosting the call.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, you
Thanks.
guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
It was
Bye-bye.
lovely. Thank you, Stathi.
Thank you, Jules.
Bye bye now.
Bye.
Oh,